You can love someone deeply and still destroy the relationship without meaning to. Want to know how? It's the one thing almost no one sees coming, but it shows up in every friendship, every marriage, every partnership. Let's talk about it. You can love someone deeply and still hurt them without realizing it. You can be in a relationship and still be the reason it's slowly falling apart. Not because you want to, but because no one ever showed you what you're bringing into it. Here's the truth. Most of us are carrying unspoken habits, assumptions, and patterns that quietly shape every connection we have. Family, friends, dating, marriage, it's all affected more than you think. And if you've ever wondered, why do I keep attracting the same problems? Why do I feel unseen, unheard, or misunderstood in relationships that are supposed to be safe? You're not alone. There's something happening beneath the surface of every relationship you're in right now, and once you see it, everything starts to change. The truth is, most relationship pain doesn't come from the relationship. It comes from the pain, pressure, and patterns we bring into it. And if no one ever taught you how to spot that, you'll repeat the same cycle over and over. Different people, same story. Until you pause and ask, what kind of light or shadow am I bringing into this connection? Because here's the uncomfortable part. Sometimes we think we're showing up with love, but we're really showing up with fear, control, guilt, or past wounds dressed as protection. The moment you start to notice your patterns, you start to break free from them. You start to heal the root, not just react to the surface. You begin to show up in your relationships from a place of clarity, not survival. This is where true change starts, not in fixing the other person, not in pretending everything is okay, but in becoming someone who brings peace, not pressure, presence, not perfection, and that's something no one can take away from you. What I'm about to say might just give you the breakthrough you've been waiting for. It's something that affects all of us. If you've ever stopped to think about it, we are amazingly dependent on our relationships. Whether it's with family, friends, colleagues, or even with ourselves, relationships are a huge part of our lives. We can't really escape them. They shape the way we feel, the way we succeed, and the way we experience life itself. But here's the thing. Relationships are complex. We can't always perfect them, and honestly, we can't always do without them either. Have you ever thought about how much your relationships impact your overall success? Whether it's personal happiness, career, or emotional well-being, your relationships have a huge role. So, I want to ask you, what kind of light can we bring to our relationships that'll make them work for us? Now, I know there are tons of books out there by brilliant authors, all claiming to have the secret sauce for perfect relationships, but I want to keep it simple, because the answer, in my experience, is often the simplest one. If you want your relationships to work, live every day as close to the golden rule as you possibly can. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That might sound too simple, right? But trust me, when we practice it, it works. I'll be the first to admit though, it's not always easy. Every day we face challenges with our relationships. Maybe there's someone in your life who's hard to connect with, or maybe you've had past experiences where relationships were damaged and now you're more guarded. But here's the truth. If we make a conscious effort to live by certain rules, honesty, integrity, kindness, compassion, encouragement, and commitment, we start to build the foundation for healthy, thriving relationships. Think about it. Honesty builds trust, compassion opens hearts, encouragement empowers growth. With these values guiding our actions, it's easier to create relationships that not only last but help us thrive. And here's something else I've learned from my own journey. Our mindset shapes how we approach relationships. For some of us, the idea of trusting or even connecting with others can feel risky. Maybe you've been hurt before, or maybe past relationships made you put up walls to protect your heart, and that's okay. But what I want to share with you today is this. Choose to have a positive mindset about relationships. Start seeing them as a source of strength, a way to grow, and an opportunity to bring joy. When we do that, we begin to move past the negative mental programs that have been created by past pain, and we open ourselves to healthier, more meaningful connections. Here's what I want you to know. You deserve wonderful relationships. You have the power to create and maintain quality relationships in your life. And it starts with believing in the value of those connections. Every day, tell yourself this. I have wonderful relationships. I honor, respect, listen to, and encourage the people in my life. I choose to make my relationships quality relationships. Say that out loud if you need to. because that mindset, that affirmation will help you align your actions with your words. But let's go deeper for a moment. I know some of you might be feeling like it's just too hard to turn things around. Maybe you've been through too much pain in your relationships to even believe that healthy connections are possible for you. And if that's you, I want you to know, it's okay to start small. Every relationship, every connection starts with a choice. A choice to show up with kindness, a choice to show up with grace, and a choice to show up with the heart of the golden rule. When we focus on this, we begin to see the magic unfold. You don't have to be perfect, you just need to choose each day to live by the values that matter. Friend, I get it. If you've ever felt judged, misunderstood, or like you don't belong, even among people of faith, you're not alone. And if we're being honest, maybe you've also been the one who judged someone else without realizing it. I know I've had to check my heart more than once. Here's the truth. Life is hard enough already. The last thing we need is to make it harder for each other. May I say the quiet part out loud? We don't need to fix each other. We're not here to be the judges of anyone's journey. God's got that covered. What we can do is show up with humility, with kindness, and with a heart that says, I may not understand you fully, but I still choose to walk with you in love. There's this powerful reminder in Romans 14 that really hits home. It says we should welcome others with open arms, even when they don't see things the way we do. It's not about proving who's more spiritual or who's doing it right. It's about remembering that every person has a story, a struggle, and a seat at God's table. And maybe you've been carrying around the weight of trying to get it all right. Or maybe you've been feeling pressure to please people or meet expectations that don't even feel true to who you are. Let me tell you something. You get to choose how you show up. You get to choose grace. You get to choose love. You get to choose to stop comparing and start connecting. So if you've been hurt by criticism or weighed down by expectations, take a breath. This space, this channel is a place for you to grow, to heal, and to find support. You don't have to have it all together to belong here. Here at Incredible You, we're not asking you to stay for tips, we're asking you to stay for transformation. We're not coming from a let me fix you mindset. Rather, here at Incredible You, our approach is, here's how I'm learning and growing from a healing mindset. We're here to help you live out your transformation and simply talk about it. So, if you've struggled with being critical or impatient, this is your invitation to soften, to be curious instead of condemning, to seek understanding over opinion. Let's agree to use our energy to build each other up, not break each other down. Let's choose love over being right. Let's choose humility over ego. Let's choose connection over division. Because in the end, it's not about food, or rules, or opinions. It's about what God is doing in our lives, putting us back together with joy, purpose, and peace. So, today's takeaway is simple. Remember that relationships are built by the way we treat others every single day. Let's choose to live each day a little closer to the golden rule. Treat others how we want to be treated. And in doing so, we create relationships that are full of purpose, peace, and love. Affirmation for today. I am worthy of deep, loving relationships. I choose to honor others with kindness, grace, and understanding. I am committed to building quality connections, and I trust that with God's help, my relationships will thrive. Hey friend, I believe there's power in taking action, and right now is the perfect time for you to make a choice that will impact your life and the lives of others around you. If something in this message resonated with you, I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below. What's one small way you're choosing to build a better relationship today? Maybe it's having a heartfelt conversation, showing more patience, or choosing to forgive. Whatever it is, that's one step closer to building the connections that truly matter. And here's another thought. What's one area you're asking God to help you choose grace? Please leave a comment below. Whether it's with a loved one, a coworker, or even with yourself, grace is a powerful force, and when we invite it into our relationships, incredible things happen. So if your relationships have been strained lately, if you've been asking God for clarity, for healing, or just one sign of where to go from here? This might be it. Not a fix, but a flashlight. Something to help you see what's going on in you, so you can love better and feel more secure doing it. If this spoke to something deep inside you, you're not alone. There's more healing and hope ahead, and we're going to walk through it together. So if you're ready for that, like this video, share it with someone you love, and subscribe for more truths that change how we live and love. Your healing isn't selfish, it's sacred, and it starts now.